I'm so glad that we're together. I'm so glad you're near. It's good when friends are together. I'm so glad I'm here. Welcome to the workshop. Welcome, welcome to my special friend. I'm so happy and delighted you are near today. I'm so glad you came to visit. I'm so glad I'm here. It's going to be a really good day, all because you're near. I'm so glad that we can be friends, learn together, grow together, talk together, sing together, a song or maybe two. 1, 2. I'm so glad you came to visit. I'm so glad I'm here. It's going to be a really good day, all because you're near. Welcome, friend. I'm so glad we can be together today. Did you notice what I brought with me? Well, part of it I brought, and part of it is here already. Have I ever showed you my digital piano? It's right here. I've played the piano just about all my life. When I was a child, being able to play the piano helped me express my feelings. If I were really, really happy, I might play something like this. If I were sad, or if I were angry, I might play something that sounded a little darker like this. Being able to write music and to play music is another way to share feelings with other people. In fact, what I brought with me today is a piece of music that I wrote many years ago. It's 3 pages of notes, and each note on the page represents a note on the keyboard. Would you like for me to play a little of this for you? I'd love to play a little of this for you. I won't play the whole song. In fact, this song has no words with it. It's just music. It's a little different than the music we normally play here in the workshop. It goes like this. Being able to both read and write music is like knowing a completely different language, and it gives you another way to share your thoughts and feelings with others. Yes, I'm going to put this sheet music over on the butler. You know, lately we've been pretending that our fantasy friends have been writing a musical. They are writing words and music that express their feelings. But that's what a musical is. It's words spoken and words sung to tell a story and express feelings. Let's pretend more about our fantasy friends now. Last time, Audrey was looking through her telescope for Fuzzy flying through the sky in his hot air balloon. Let's pretend that Audrey, Lenny, California, Duncan Fife, and Bewley are all back at Mumbo's Treehouse Workshop talking about the musical. Let's pretend about that now.
It sounds like you and Bewley have great ideas to write about, Audrey. The moon, the North Star, a snowman, a sister, and a brother. How are you going to work it all in?
I'm not sure, but at least I have some creative ideas.
Yes, and I have ideas for the part of the sun and a dog, based on costumes California and Duncan Fife are willing to let us use.
Hey, do you have anyone in mind to be the dog?
No, why?
I've always wanted to pretend I was a dog. I'd really like to try that part.
What if it's a big part?
That's fine.
And what if it's a small part?
That's fine too. I'd like to play the part of a dog.
Did I hear someone say they wanted to be a dog in the musical?
Yes, Duncan Fife. I'd like to try and play that part.
Well, I've been a dog all my life, and I'd be happy to tell you anything you'd like to know about being a dog. That way you can be very believable as a dog.
Thank you, Duncan Fife. Can you teach me to bark and howl at the moon?
Did someone say moon? That's the part I want to play. Is my script ready?
Not yet, California. We're going to start writing all these ideas into one musical.
Well, you can count on Tusk to be an audience member. He said he wanted to watch the musical, but he did not want to be in the musical.
Hey, that's good. We forgot that if we were all in the musical, there would be no one to watch.
Yeah, being a good audience member is a very important part.
Yes, it is. I hope some other people will come too.
Hi, Lenny.
Did you talk to Gigglebutton?
Yes, I did. And he wants to play the part of a toy rabbit.
Oh, that gives me a great idea.
Well, write your idea down and we'll talk about it.
Absolutely.
So, Audrey, you say you could not find Fuzzy flying around in the sky?
That's right. I looked high and I looked low, and I didn't see him anywhere.
Have you asked Poe? He flies in the sky, you know.
That's right. He does. I haven't asked Poe if he wants to have a part in our musical.
I'll text Poe and see if he answers.
Thank you, Mumbo. So we have a brother played by Bewley, a sister played by me, a moon played by California, a North Star, Polaris, played by Duncan Fife, a toy rabbit played by Gigglebutton, and a dog played by Mumbo. Did I leave someone out?
The narrator, Paw Douglas, and the snowman played by Lenny.
And a royal messenger to the king.
What? A royal messenger to the king?
Yeah, Poe just texted me back and said he would look for Fuzzy. But he would like to play the part of a royal messenger of the king.
But we do not have a king.
Why can't I be the man in the moon who is also king? Poe can be my royal messenger who delivers the wishes granted by the Moon King.
I thought people wished upon a star.
Well, I was trying to give our musical a different angle.
Hey, that idea has possibilities. Bewley, will you please write that down in our book of ideas, and we will talk about it.
With pleasure. So who is going to be the sun? I have an idea for the part of the sun.
Maybe Fuzzy.
We must find him first.
Well, if anyone can, Poe can.
The man in the moon who is also king. A bird who is the king's messenger. Polaris, which is a fancy name for the North Star. A toy rabbit, a dog, a sister, a brother, a snowman, and the sun. I wonder what our fantasy friends are going to do with all that. To think this all started because Audrey and Bewley were fighting. Audrey and Bewley decided to do something creative with their anger. And I think this has really helped their friendship grow stronger. Did you notice how Audrey kept asking Bewley to write down the ideas and they would talk about them together? They are really becoming a team. I'm proud of the way they are learning and growing. And I am proud of the way you are learning and growing. I am proud of you. So very proud of you. I hope that you are proud of you too. I'm so proud of you. You know, this is a digital piano. Have you ever seen a piano that's not digital? Well, over at the community center, there's a piano that's not digital, and I'd like for you to see it. I'd like to show it to you and show you how it works. Let's go over to the community center and see it now. Come on. Yes, here is the piano that I want to show you. Now, the top of this piano opens like this. Okay. And then the front of the piano also opens. And inside the piano are strings and hammers. Now, when I press a note on the keyboard, did you see what happened? When I pushed the key down, that makes this hammer strike the string that's inside the piano. And that's how this piano plays music. Let me play a little bit for you. Maybe you can see the hammers. It's different from the digital piano, but it has a beautiful sound, doesn't it? There's one other thing that I'd like to show you while we're here. First, let me close the piano up. These are very large music notes. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with those in just a moment. And do you remember before I showed you the sheet music that had the lines and the notes on it? Well, this is a big board so you can see really well. So if someone were to write a song, they would put notes on these lines and spaces. Now, we have an extra line here, and that line is for middle C. And we're going to start this note as a middle C. This note is E. This note is D, and this note is F. So if we were to play these notes, this is how it would sound. Does that sound familiar to you? I'm so glad that we're together. I'm so glad that... I will put this board away, back where I found it. And I will close this piano. Now, sometimes children forget if they take piano lessons, and sometimes they'll let this part that protects the keys fall. You want to be very careful to close this and watch for your fingers. Well, we'll leave this piano here where we found it, and I will meet you back at the workshop. Come on. As I was walking back over from the community center, I was thinking about both the pianos, the digital piano here at the workshop and the other piano over at the community center. They're both different, yet they're both pianos. And I was thinking about something else. You know, pianos have both white keys and black keys. But to make beautiful music, you need the black keys and the white keys playing together. let's go read another chapter in It Must Be a Weed. Come on. Let's find our place. Here we go.
The next morning, when Bluebird awoke, he was amazed to see all the leaves on his tree had turned to gold. Bluebird thought his tree was beautiful. Then Bluebird remembered trees have green leaves. Bluebird looked around at all the other trees. His tree was the only tree that was not green. Bluebird thought sadly, "My tree must be a weed because it does not have green leaves. My tree is in the wrong place with its gold leaves. It is a shame to waste such beauty on nothing more than a weed." Bluebird did not want to nest in a weed. He decided to move to another tree, a good tree, a green tree. Bluebird set out on a journey to find a new tree, a tree with green leaves. Bluebird found a tree that was bigger and stronger than his old tree. Best of all, the new tree had green leaves. Bluebird had only been in his new tree a few days when its leaves turned to red. Once again, Bluebird set out to find a tree with green leaves. Finally, he found one. A few days later, its leaves turned another color. In fact, all the tree leaves in the woodland were turning bright, beautiful colors. Bluebird once again searched for a tree with green leaves, but this time none were to be found. Bluebird searched day after day. Each day grew colder, and even night came more quickly. Bluebird did not know what he would do. All of a sudden, Bluebird caught a glimpse of a green tree in the distance. "I will make this tree my new home, and just in time for bed."
At certain times of the year, some trees' leaves change colors, and other trees' leaves or needles stay the same just about all the time. Was Bluebird wrong for thinking that his tree was nothing but a weed? Well, we'll finish up this book next time. Last time we were together, the day was so busy, we didn't have time to do a craft. Well, I know we have extra time today to do an extra special craft. But first, let me go put on my apron to protect my good clothes. Come on. It took a long time to learn how to tie this apron behind my back, but the more I practiced, the better I got at it. And now I can tie it behind my back. Come on. I was thinking about the musical that our fantasy friends are making. California is going to be the moon, but he's also going to be the moon king. What do kings sometimes wear on their heads? That's right, a crown. Today, for our craft project, I would like to make a crown, and I have everything we need here at the workshop in my craft bag. In fact, some of it I already have put together, been working ahead. And we'll need our tape. Yes, kings wear crowns. Now I have 2 large strips of poster board, and I had this left over from a project that I was working on. The poster board doesn't have to be cut exact. If you can look at these 2 pieces together, they're not cut exact, and that's okay. Well, we're going to start with these 2. With these 2, we will make the letter X. Are you working on the alphabet? Do you know your letters? Well, if you're working on learning your letters, this might be a good project to do with the adult that you love, the adult who loves you. We will tape our X together, and just for stability, I'm going to tape it on both sides. And we have the letter X. All right, I'm going to lay this X to the side for now. Now I have some tissue paper. It's a couple of pieces of tissue paper that was left over from a gift that someone gave me. And I thought, we might use this tissue paper sometime here at the workshop. So I put it to the side for a special time like today. And we'll need, and you can use any color construction paper you want. I went with yellow because I was thinking a gold crown for the king. But if you like purple, or if you like blue, or if you like burgundy, then you could use any of those colors. The sky is the limit. You be creative. Use your creativity when you make your crown. Make it any way that you would like to. Now, I have two pieces that are cut the same, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 smaller pieces, but the 6 smaller pieces are also all cut the same. This is cut to about 2.5 inches, and this is cut to about 1 inch. But you, again, can cut yours however you'd like. And remember, if you're using scissors, children should never use scissors all by themselves. Make sure that there's an adult present. Now, this is the base of our crown. This will be the part that goes around our head. Then I'm going to bring this around. And what shape is this? That's right, it's a circle. And I will tape this side. All right, and this will be the part that goes on our head, like so. What do you think? It's not quite a crown yet, is it? No, but it's closer than it has been. Next, we're going to take our crepe paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our X right in the center. Okay, and then I'm going to tape this What do you think? Now this part will be inside the crown. And again, making things with your hands is a good way to work on angry and mad feelings. Like our fantasy friends. They were mad with one another, and then they decided to take that anger and make a musical, and now they're doing a lot of teamwork together. I like to make things, I like to make things, I like to make things with my hands. When I feel angry and get real angry, it helps to make things with my hands. I don't have to hit or bite or punch because I control my feelings, my angry, mad feelings with the fun things that I make. I like to make things, I like to make things, I like to make things with my hands. I do, I love to make things with my hands. It still doesn't look much like a crown, does it? Well, it's getting ready to start looking more like a crown in just a minute. Now, what we're going to do, first we're going to take 2 strips of the smaller paper, and I'm going to tape them together. And I will tape looks like a basket now, doesn't it? And now I'm going to take another strip, And I'm going to tape it in this part inside the crown. I'm going to make a loop with a piece of tape, like so. I'm going to stick it underneath the top, and then I'm going to push it down, like so. And that should, oh yeah, should make that stick. And it does. And look. What would be the front? This might be the front. Our royal crown. What do you think? Let's see. We can make believe, we could pretend that we are royalty. In fact, I can first clean up our mess, put this away for another time, and I'll put our tape away. And I will take our royal crown and put it on the hat rack, and we can play with it another day. Come on. Next time, I will see you next time. We will be together next time. We'll sing a song or two or three. We'll sing it strong and merrily. Next time, when we're together next time. Next time, I will see you next time. We will work together next time. We'll talk together openly about important things we see. Next time, when we're together next time. You always make these days special days for me. Remember, I like you because you are you. I like you precisely like you are. See you next time.